ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Akron's offense will get the first crack at it here. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches and some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Finley. Catch in the middle, it's Newell. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
And the Zips have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Unloads quickly.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Zips have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Zips have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Adams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
3rd and goal. And let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Touchdown, Zips. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Cornhuskers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Barney. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He breaks a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The Huskers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Third down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Under fire. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the option. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead.
Timeout.
They'll try to get it in with the run. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Husker! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did tack on the extra point. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Finley. Pucks it out of the air. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Newell. Turning it on. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Gain of 28. And that's a first down for the offense.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Zips will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Snatch it quickly on the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Cornhuskers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. Finds the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
At the 49-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The Zips in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Right back to the well. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
At the 34. 2nd down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Finley. Fires to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Gain of 9. And a first down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Card in the backfield. It's Newell. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You know, it's going to be so important for this offense to get better up front protecting and try to give this quarterback a pocket to throw from, because David, right now in that last play, he had no chance.
Yeah, and step one in stopping a good passing attack is always being able to affect the quarterback. And it's not always with sacks, and sometimes it's with pressures, but when you get the sacks and now you get them behind the sticks and put them in more predictable situations, that is exactly what you want from your defense.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll give it to Johnson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lining up to convert 3rd down. To the air, it's Raiola. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
The Huskers have this offense rolling. Got it behind the line. It's Barney. Barney on the Jets. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
The Cornhuskers come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. Get it out on the screen. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Huskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Finished off by a guy known for catching passes, but he carried it into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Finley. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Hills. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating. They're smothering this offense. They haven't done anything well yet. They can't run it. They can't throw it consistently. This defense is definitely reminiscent of those great Nebraska black shirt defenses of the past.
He picks up the first down, scoots out of bounds. They've got 18 seconds to work with. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Finley. Got it in the middle, it's Gant. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.